A brand new act, 3 interludes, 24 bosses, huge reworks to skills and defenses, a completely new league, and even a trade system overhaul. So let's break it all down. First up, Act 4. Doriani finally steps in to help, sending you across an archipelago to reassemble an ancient weapon of the Third Edict, the only thing powerful enough to fight corruption. After Act 4, instead of repeating cruel acts, we now get 3 interlude acts, the Curse of Holdson, the Stolen Barrier, and Doriani's Contingency. You can tackle these in any order, and each one scales in difficulty as you complete the others. Together with Act 4, that's 35 new areas to explore, and when you finish you go straight into the endgame. No more grinding through cruel acts. Oh, and did I also mention there are 24 brand new bosses tied to this content. A small but impactful change: if you hold dodge after rolling, your character will sprint now. This is designed to speed up travel between packs. Be careful though, if you get hit while sprinting, you'll stumble and leave yourself open. The trick is to use a skill as you engage so you're not caught vulnerable. This change is huge, as most people were complaining about how slow it felt in the beginning of the game. This will not only make progressing the campaign feel a lot better, but will overall speed up our characters, which will feel a lot better in general going forward. Skills are seeing their biggest rework yet. Attribute requirements reduced by 25%, huge buffs and redesigns for nearly every gem, Ranger Eye skills, Warrior Fire skills, Warbringer, Mercenary, Monk, Sorceress, Acolyte of Chayula are all touched up and buffed. Minions no longer need accuracy, they always hit. There is also an option for armor to now defend against elemental damage. Weapon swap time is gone, and on top of that, the support gem system is completely overhauled. You can now stack multiple supports per character, supports come in multiple tiers, and the new lineage supports add unique modifiers that fundamentally change your build. These are endgame only, and there are 40 new lineage supports to chase. Defenses are also evolving, parry has been reworked, and a new mechanic called Deflect now improves evasion builds. The passive tree is denser with 150 new notables, about 20 per class, many themed directly around ascendancies. Builds are going to feel a lot more unique from each other going forward. The new league mechanic is called Rise of the Abyss. You'll find fissures in the ground that spawn waves of abyssal monsters. Clear them and a pit opens, unleashing harder packs based on what you killed earlier. These can include rare monsters, rogue exiles, and even boss tier enemies. Clear the pit and you're rewarded with an abyssal trove. Some pits lead to abyssal depths, where rare enemies with Lichborn modifiers drop far better loot. There are also abyssal commanders that can drop Kulamak's Invitation, leading to a new buff to your character or a potential boss encounter. I'm speculating the boss encounter as it is called Kulamak's Invitation, and this sounds like a pinnacle boss encounter, which is gonna have to wait and see on this one. Rewards include socketable items, abyss specific supports, a unique jewel, and even a new unique belt with sockets. Ancient Bones add hidden mods to gear, and the Well of Souls in Act 2 lets you reveal these, picking between 3 options. And just like other leagues, the deeper into maps you go, the more fissures and pits you'll spawn. Importantly, there is no Atlas tree for Abyss. Instead, buffing your maps will buff the Abyss mechanic too. Endgame is getting a huge boost with 25 brand new maps. The new interlude bosses that got added after Act 4 are also added to the Atlas in a new unique way, which adds new map effects that add some new mechanics in the Atlas which appear pretty quickly into the endgame, and will help bridge the gap before you do your pinnacle bosses. These mechanics are biome related, such as the Wild Sandstorm in the desert biome, the Giant Maelstrom in the water biome, and the Val Vault in the mountain biome. These all have their own ways to access them, and these specific maps all contain Uber versions of the interlude bosses, which all have a chance to drop exclusive endgame lineage supports. Map modifiers are reworked to reward difficulty scaling similar to Path of Exile 1, and new summoning circles can spawn extra bosses inside maps. Splinters are a new universal endgame currency for accessing pinnacle fights, and the more difficult pinnacle boss tiers cost more splinters. This removes mechanic specific splinters and ties them all into one currency, removing breachstones and simulacrums, etc. Uber Arbiter now exists, requiring special calamity fragments which you can get by appointing all your boss Atlas passive skill points into the tree, then completing a citadel as normal. Endgame progression has been smoothed, so leveling to 95 feels a lot more natural. And yes, new endgame uniques are included, though only a couple were revealed so far. Crafting has been refreshed with new tiers of essences, more deterministic upgrades, perfect essences functioning like super chaos orbs, higher tier transmute and augmentation orbs, exceptional items with more sockets and corruption potential, plus new omens and Hinokora's lock, which allows you to see the result of the next currency item used after using Hinokora's lock on that item. But the biggest surprise, trade has been completely overhauled. We're getting a fully asynchronous trade system. You can now list items for sale while online and buyers can purchase them instantly while offline. And you will receive the currency whether you're in-game or offline. It's smooth, fast, and a massive quality of life improvement, and GGG has already confirmed this may come to PoE1 later once it's stable. So that's everything announced for the third edict. Act 4 and 3 interludes, Rise of the Abyss League, 24 bosses, massive skill and support reworks, endgame changes, crafting upgrades, and a game-changing trade system. This is easily the biggest PoE2 update so far, and it looks like Grinding Games is delivering on making every part of the game more fun, smoother, and way more rewarding. What are you most excited for? Sprinting, Abyss Pits, or the trade system? Let me know in the comments and I'll be covering more details as the patch notes drop. If you found this useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more PoE2 content. Thanks for watching, peace.